Hi everyone, Kerry here. I have been kicked out of my lounge, so I can't sit at my desk while I do this reading. My daughter is currently practicing a dance routine, so she's asked for some privacy, so I'm respecting that. So I've come to my room to do this reading, which I think is actually perfect for the subject matter that we're talking about today because of the red background we've got here. Today I'm looking at the base chakra healing. I have written a blog first. Well, it's only the second blog that I've actually written for my website because we're only just getting going at Moon in Libra at the moment. So I've written a blog today on base chakra healing. I still need to do some work on it because I've just been told by my guides, Metatron, that I need to talk about ancestral healing as well with the base chakra, which is a very important aspect of base chakra healing, which I wasn't aware of. I hadn't researched into it, but I was given a clear message that ancestral healing is part of base chakra healing, and I looked it up and I found immediately quite a few articles talking about ancestral healing linked in with base chakra work. So I'm going with it. I haven't done too much reading around on the subject because I want this to be a guided video. So I want Archangel Metatron to lead the way, really. So I've got my Metatron deck out. So I think what I might do is make this video and as I say, it's completely unplanned. I wasn't planning on doing it at all. I was just going to leave it at the blog post and then record a meditation for the base chakra healing, which I still plan on doing. But as I say, having been guided to include this ancestral healing so strongly, I just thought I would just go with whatever comes up. So I don't really know what this video is going to entail other than we're looking at ancestral healing in relation to the base chakra work. So Archangel Metatron, what message do you have in terms of the base chakra ancestral healing? Okay, so the first card that we've got is Abundant Universe. Blessings and thanks. So this card is telling us that when it comes to our ancestors and working with our ancestors, there are going to be wounds, there is going to be pain, there's going to be past karmic ties that we're having to work through now that our ancestors struggled with during their life on earth. However, it's important to try and approach this with an attitude of gratitude, with an attitude of thanks and love, and one of abundance rather than lack. So even if your relationship with your parents wasn't ideal, wasn't perfect, you have something to thank them for, which is for giving you life in the first place. So you can approach your ancestors with an attitude of thanks and love and asking for healing, because if everything whatever the situation was while your ancestors, not necessarily your parents, obviously they may still be alive, my parents are no longer with us, so this for me, and I didn't have a particularly positive relationship with my dad, so this is quite eye-opening for me, you know, approaching these matters with initially an attitude of thanks and ultimately forgiveness is the way to approach this ancestral healing. So there's the first card from Metatron, and I'm going to draw, I don't know how many, I'm just going to keep going until I feel we're done. So what's the next card, Archangel Metatron? Kundalini, untapped energy. So we're working with the base chakra now. So this is an opportunity for me to say something that I have just realised I've omitted from the blog post that I did, where the base chakra is the red chakra at the base of the spine. It's the location of the chakra that I actually failed to explain in the blog. So the base chakra is at the bottom of your spine there, and the Kundalini energy is something that we all hold within us, and it's a very powerful energy. And when you awaken your Kundalini, it's like a serpent, like it's likened to a serpent, that once it's awakened at the base of your spine, it coils its way up your chakra system, up through your spine and up into the cosmos, linking ourself and our bodies and our spiritual auras to everything, to the cosmos, to God, to source energy, whatever you want to call it. For me, I work energetically, so it's not a religious God that I speak of. It's an energetic God, and it's the energy that connects everything universally, and everything on the planet, Earth, but all of the planets as well, not just on Earth. My daughter's just come in. So I think this this card is just a little reminder for me that, you know, I needed to talk about the location of the base chakra, basically, and that it's the foundation for this work. This, you know, you start at the base, you build the strong foundation. If you liken it to building a house, or for example, my husband and I are planning on building an outhouse in our back garden, and we are obviously planning on removing what's already there, levelling out the ground, preparing the ground, and then setting the foundations for the outhouse to make sure that it's strong and stable and isn't just going to collapse on us once we start living in it. So this is what the base chakra does. It's the solid foundations that you need to work on first before you do any other chakra work. That's why it's important to start with the base or the root chakra. It grounds you and it gives you the solid foundations, and then you can work on the higher chakras and ultimately on your own connection to your higher self. Working with the base chakra, you're connecting to your inner self, your physical self, your emotional self, just integrating all those different parts and aspects of yourself, and becoming aware of who you are, what makes you tick, and what different areas you need to work on to become a balanced and grounded person. So that's the second card. What's the third card, Archangel Metatron? Okay, Cosmos mirrors you. This is quite similar to what I was saying. So the Kundalini. So once you've connected to your ancestors with an attitude of gratitude, of thanks, of love, of healing and forgiveness, you can begin to work on yourself, starting with your base chakra, letting these energies awaken within you, working your way up your chakras until you connect to the cosmic energy. And it says the cosmic energy mirrors you. So whatever you're giving out to the universe, whatever energy you're sending out, is precisely the energy that the universe sends back to you. It's the law of attraction and the law of vibration and frequency. It's just a reminder. It's karma, basically, and what goes around comes around. So what you put out into the universe is what you get back. That's what this card represents. Okay, so what do we have? What do you have to tell us, Archangel Metatron, in terms of the ancestral healing? Okay, so all of these cards so far have been about sending out good vibrations, basically sending out positive thoughts, positive vibes, being the positive energy that you wish to create in your world. Ancestral healing is all about healing karmic ties. Ooh. Okay, Archangel Metatron, what's the next card? action. I keep getting this card lately, and I think with the base chakra work, it's important, and I need to do this. I need to take note, and I've taken note, but I've not actually done what this card is telling me to do, which is exercise, basically. Base chakra healing can be intensified and helped and aided on by working on your physical body, and this is something that I'm terrible for. I have a bike that I bought recently during lockdown that I've barely ridden. I don't want to go out because the weather's crap. I don't want to go swimming because I don't even know what swimming pools are like these days and how it will work with my kids, which I home educate. So the thought of swimming these days isn't very attractive to me. But I need to take note of this, the physical exercise that is needed to integrate the physical body with the spiritual. It's just, it's so simple. Logically, I understand it on a mental level, but on a physical level, I do struggle with physical exercise. But this isn't just about me. Exercise is, this is a great way of linking into the base chakra and cleansing and clearing blockages. So for me, I really need to listen to that message. Okay, Metatron. Okay, one more card from this deck and then I'm going to move on to the next deck. So what's the last message that you have, Archangel Metatron, in terms of ancestral healing? Okay, we've got the green card, heart healing. And once again, I've called on Archangel Raphael today. His colour is green. And if I feel like I need this kind of heart healing energy, it's Archangel Raphael that I call upon. But I have incorporated him into my base chakra healing today, because I feel like my personal base imbalances need a gentle, soft healing energy to come in, because of the type of imbalance that I've got, which can lead me to be quite impatient, ungrounded. I can get triggered quite easily and react angrily, especially to my children, and which obviously isn't a good thing. Sometimes when I'm home educating my children, I need to be patient, and so I will call on Archangel Raphael when I feel my patience running thin, and I will ask for his gentle healing energy to just soften that. And with my base chakra healing today, I've called him in to lend that gentle soothing healing energy on my base chakra, which I feel needs just calming and soothing. So it's like a balm, it's like a healing balm, this colour green. So although we're working with the colour red to stimulate the base chakra, there are times where the base chakra needs soothing. So there are other colours that you can bring in to aid that, to aid your healing. You work your healing around what you feel is necessary. So yes, the colour red does represent the base chakra, but that doesn't mean that that's the only colour that you work with while you're doing base chakra healing. You can bring in any colour that you feel is necessary, and I today felt like I needed the colour green, and Archangel Raphael's energy. So I'll be visualising wrapping my base chakra in a lovely green energy to bring it some soothing healing energy to it. So I think that was his last message there. I'm just gonna see if anything else wants to come out of the deck in terms of this. And if I don't feel like anything's coming out, then I'll just move on to the next. Oh, there was a few there. I'll move on to the next. So let's see if there's loads. They all want to come out. I think they're all relevant. Is there anything else, Archangel Metatron? a wake-up call. Listen and take note. Okay, so maybe this is talking about this situation with me. It's the action, it's the exercise that I might be slacking with. I think what this is saying is that when you're doing this work, if you're getting messages coming through, if you're being given insights into yourself, if you're being given possible solutions on what you can do to balance these out, you've got to listen to them. You've got to listen to them. You've got to pay attention and take note and take action and do what is necessary for your own healing. I'm fully aware that I need to get more exercise and I'm not doing it. So I need to listen to this wake-up call, and I need to actually get out there and get on my bike and start doing some regular exercise. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But I'm sure we've all got this, you know, we've all got something. And you might be very regular at going to the gym and doing your exercise, but you're not very good at actually going deep and figuring out what it is that you want. Or, you know, we've all got our challenges, and knowing about it, but you still burying your head in the sand and just not doing anything, not doing the things that logically on a mental level you know you should be doing. This is a wake-up call now to say, okay, come on, you've got to integrate all parts of your being. You can't neglect one part. It's mind, body, spirit. And if one of them's being neglected, you're out of balance completely. So I'm going to get my bike. My bike is at my old house, and this is the excuse that I've got at the moment. I don't have it here. I need to go and get it. So I'm going to do that today. I've said it now. I'm going to upload this video and it'll be out there. And if I don't do it, okay. So the next deck that I'm going to, which seemed obvious when I'm doing a reading on ancestral healing, is Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. So let's see, what are Angels and Ancestors? What advice do we get in terms of base chakra and ancestral healing? The Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. It's what I've just been saying. If you know something intuitively is going to help you, or is detrimental to your well-being, you've got to listen to it. You've got to take note. It's a wake-up call. Listen to your own intuition. Trust it for a start. That's the first thing. So often we know we have these thoughts and these niggles, and we don't trust it, or we do trust it but we carry on regardless, taking action that is contrary to what our intuition is telling us. So all of these things can help with our base chakra healing. I would like a card that is directly about ancestral healing, please. Okay, this one flipped. There's two there. We've got Sage. Be devoted and committed. Okay. So, in terms of my spiritual work and anybody else's spiritual work, if you're dipping in and out every 6 months doing a little meditation and then not doing anything for another 6 months, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to get very far in your lifetime in terms of creating this spiritual connection to yourself, to your ancestors, and awakening this untapped Kundalini energy, which will connect to your to the cosmos, to the universe, to your higher self. You've got to be committed and consistent with your spiritual practice. It may be that in connecting with your ancestors, you might struggle. It might not be something that you've ever attempted before or thought about. Maybe it's too painful for you. Maybe there are things that you're frightened of realizing about your ancestors or about yourself, about your past lives. He's got a peacock feather. He's using a peacock feather. So this is a representation to me of divine masculine energy as well. He's a wise man, very wise man. And the peacock represents to me the divine masculine. It's the male energy tapping into the energy of love and beauty, and his own divine feminine energies as well. And he's writing there, which I feel is an activity which can help you to connect to your ancestors as well. I think sometimes they can speak through you, but they'll also let you know that they're around with different signs. So looking out for the signs around you, and then when it's quite intense in terms of the signs, the feathers, the rainbows, the robins, whatever sign it is that you connect with your ancestors, when it's getting intense and you're seeing them around a lot, that's a perfect time to get out a pen and just start journaling. And you might be given information from your ancestors on what you can do now in this lifetime to heal the past karmic debts, I suppose, that have been handed down through the generations, because we do take on the karmic debts of our ancestors. If our parents and grandparents have had particular battles that they've not managed to resolve during their lifetime, we can take on their karmic debts in our life. Okay, that card wanted to come out. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. So we've had a divine masculine energy, and now a wild feminine energy. The moon is showing up quite a lot in this. So we've got to go deep within. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the book for this she-wolf energy. This is about looking after your own, I think. Looking after your family. Unleash your talents and desires. The she-wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who is half wolf and half woman. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd. She is wild, unfiltered and unfettered. She encourages you to not be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack, or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts they don't like or understand. She represents the energy of wilderness and the unknown, and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need to do to express your true self. You are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. So that's the ultimate aim of base chakra healing, is to know what it is that you want and who you are, and have this sense of complete conviction in what your dreams and your goals are, and be unstoppable. So let's draw one more card, maybe one more card. don't know, there might be a few more. The warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. It's quite similar energy to the she-wolf, but he's masculine and he's standing his ground and he knows exactly where he's going and what he's doing. That's a very similar energy, I think. Okay, I'm going to take one more card. Anything specific to the ancestral healing? There are cards that say, you know, family ties, and I was kind of expecting them to come out during this reading. Okay, one last card. Drum. Dream and journey. I'm quite liking the image there, the pattern on it. It's the same as on the back of the card, actually. There's lots of square energy. It's a circle, but there's still lots of square patterns on there. The base chakra to me is the square energy. The strong foundation. Let's have a look at what drum says. I've not seen this card in this deck. Drum. Here we go. Journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. In shamanic traditions in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You are connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true, know it and live it. So we've got the drum energy, which is, yeah, the drums. When I listen to drumming music, it gives me a real primitive, the ambience of it is really primitive. So I would imagine that if you want to link in to ancestral energy, listening to drumming, shamanic drumming, is a great way of connecting to that ancestral energy. And the colour red, obviously, is another way of linking into it. But this is telling us we've got to, all the intuitive things that come to us, we need to listen to them. We really need to listen to our own intuition, and that can be given a voice through journaling and writing. Okay, I want to pull one more card from each deck. One overall card from each deck. One overall card, please. In terms of ancestors. Okay, healing. Healing. This is the ultimate goal of ancestral connection. is to heal those karmic debts, the karmic ties that we might have to our ancestors as well, so that we can, in this lifetime, we can be free to carry on with our own life purpose. And if you look at the cards, the red energy is coming through stronger, but all the other colours are there. All the colours of the rainbow are coming through, and you can link to any colour that you feel you need. Okay, and this card is called Pause and Receive. Pause to receive. You've got to take the time. You've got to be committed. Be devoted and committed. You've got to take the time. Well, my camera stopped recording then. I'd reached the maximum amount that I could record, so I've had to delete a couple of videos to continue. So I was choosing a card when my camera conked out on me, and the card that came through, this is the final card that I'm going to draw on this. It came out twice. I drew it and it had kind of fallen out, so I put it back into the deck, and it came out again a second time. So this is definitely the final card for this reading. It's the Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. So this card is talking about surrounding yourself with positive people, experiences and environments that make you feel safe. And safety and your initial surroundings and environment and the people that you're surrounded with is at the heart of base chakra work. If your base chakra is imbalanced, then you feel completely secure in your surroundings, in your own environment. So this is the perfect card, I think. You can call on your angels, guides and ancestors to bring you protection. So they're there for you, ultimately. Whatever's occurred between any of you and your relatives, all of the karmic ties that have been handed down from generation to generation, ultimately they are there. They've got your back, and you can call on them anytime you feel you need protective energy around you. They can still be there for you, despite the fact that they're no longer physical beings on earth. Your ancestral energy is there for you to tap into, and regardless of whatever you've been through or they've been through in their lives on earth, they will be there to protect you energetically anytime you call upon them. But you do need to call upon them in order for them to come to help you. I've seen images of spiritual guides who are just there waiting. You know, there's this analogy of them just waiting to be called upon and watching us making mistake after mistake, knowing what we can do to help, wanting to protect us, and then being completely powerless to actually help us because we're not calling on them for help. And I was in this situation yesterday. My daughter started learning how to sew, and I was watching her, and I could see exactly where she was going wrong, and I was watching her get more and more frustrated. And I was thinking, you've just got to ask me for help, and I'll help you. I thought, I'm not offering my help if she doesn't want it, or if she doesn't, you know, if she you know, she's not going to ask for that help. She needs to learn to be able to ask when she needs help. And it was so frustrating to watch because I wanted so much to help her. And this is how our ancestors feel. If they're, you know, they've passed over, they're not on earth anymore, they can't offer us advice unsolicited, but they can help on an energetic level by sending us protective energy and by giving us love and light to get through the dark times. But you do have to ask for it. Arrows have long been revered as symbols of protection, as many native peoples would use the bow and arrow as a weapon of defense. When an arrow appears in meditation or dreams or an oracle reading, it's a sign you need to protect yourself and what is important to you. because not everyone has the same intentions as you do. This doesn't mean that people are intentionally wanting to hurt you, but they could be careless in their choices and action, and this could affect you. There are energies around you that could lower your vibration, and it's important you become aware of them and aren't brought down by them. So again, it's what I was saying about the base chakra and all of the chakras. You need to make yourself aware of where the imbalances are and what needs to be worked on before you can do any sort of healing. So you've got to be aware of them. If you're in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. Again, there's that message. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat or to step out of the situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energy of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. So that's an eternal message, to trust your intuition, and to do what you feel is best for you, basically. But don't forget that your ancestors are around you and will help you. You do have to ask for that help, though. And if you do the work with your ancestors, they will help. They will help to heal, to forgive, to mend past wounds. And like I say, I wasn't aware when I did the base chakra, when I decided to do the base chakra work, ancestral healing wasn't something that I was consciously aware was an important part of base chakra healing. This is something that I've been told by my guides today. So it's something that I'm going to be working on myself. So for me, I'm going to be doing some ancestral meditation. I'm going to do an ancestral meditation and try to link in with my ancestors. I've been doing work on a... Hi, third time lucky now. I'm just going to get this video wrapped up now. My camera kept cutting out on me, so all I wanted to add is that I'm going to be doing some of the ancestral healing myself, and I'm going to be working on my own base chakra. I have been working on my base chakra today, and I'm going to be doing a base chakra meditation which will incorporate ancestral healing into it, and it's going to be available on my website to buy and download hopefully by the end of this week, and it's going to be the first thing available on my website to buy, actually. So I'm quite excited about that, to actually have something that I can offer while I'm working on this self-exploration course that I'm writing. I'm going to be doing the chakra work alongside it and putting those meditations up to buy. So hopefully you've enjoyed my videos so far and my blog, and will join me for the meditation once it's up on my website, mooninlibra.co.uk. So thank you for listening. Take care, much love and many blessings. Bye.